All right, here we go. Here's my audience. Woo. All right, there we go. All right, my name is Austin Powell, and my speech is on why kids should not have a phone until the age of 13. So if I just want to hear from everybody, what age do you think is the optimal age for a kid to have a cell phone?
13.
13?
15.
15?
13, 14.
I would say 11 or 12.
11 or 12. All right.
Like a dumb phone.
I'm going to say 15.
15. Okay. And so what I want to talk on is that I think kids shouldn't have a phone until the age of 13. And a big reason that I wanted to do this speech and this topic was because I see a trend a lot today is like with depression and things like that. And I think a lot of it stems from having just like an easy access to social media and having access to lots of things on the internet. And I think that while I could have just talked on social media and what that does, but I think just going at the root of it might be the best solution. And so I think if we just start to eliminate the gap of age, that we might see results. And so just throw out a statistic here that parents, a lot of why we keep seeing a trend of earlier and earlier kids are having cell phones is because of comfortability and of like entertainment to just give to kids. And so this statistic here actually says that 40% of America has parents actually give phones just simply because they want peace and quiet. And so if we can just sort of go through maybe the pain of entertaining our kids, let them go to different sporting events or just giving them some kind of outlet rather than just having a phone, then that might eliminate some of that gap. Some of the negative effects of having a phone, one is it alters your brain development. Children between the age of 8 to 12 spend 4 hours and 44 minutes on their screen daily, which that's a lot of time. And research actually shows that it can physically alter your brain. One thing that research has actually been showing recently is that it leads to premature thinning of the cortex. And so you think about just over and over having the screen time, that it can physically alter your cortex in the way that you develop in the future. Another thing that it impacts is social skills development. It's simply just because of the lack of time spent with people compared to lack of time on your phone. If you don't spend any time with people, then you just really don't have a way or an outlet of getting to know people and how to talk to people, things like that. Another thing that people are scared about, like parents, is honestly just the things that our kids can see, like inappropriate content and pornography. You don't want to expose that to your children. I know it's a scary thing. And so a big thing of that is that there's no accountability, with parents not having sort of any restrictions on it. You just give a phone out to a kid at an early age and then they just start looking at all of these things. And then with that comes an unhealthy foundation for like what things like sex look like or what maybe love looks like. And so it's really important that we set up this boundary at the very beginning and put the phone age gap to a lot later date so that we can protect our children. And so what I want to close on is that I think that if we can cut this gap on age to where children get to have a phone simply because like a comfortability and peace and quiet, like if we can endure just that little thing of parenting, that it can lead our children to a healthy development when they grow up, and that it's just a simple sort of sacrifice that we can give for our children for a better future. Thanks.